Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Welcome to One Nation. Mid-Sabbath session. We'll make sure we get that there. So we go into certain things of that. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome to the Sabbath, midday Sabbath session. I'm your host with the most, Teacher Judea. This is One Nation Israelite School.
Long.
All right. Day Sabbath session. All right. Audio was good. So, on the Sabbath session, this mid-section, it's just a little segment that every Sabbath we try to, it doesn't necessarily happen every Sabbath, but we try to give you something to hold you until the 6 o'clock service where we close out the Sabbath. In this case today, it's a lot of things going on. As always, there's always a lot going on in Israel. And we're seeing one question that came is about some of the stuff that's going on. Now, me, I don't really get caught up in too much of what's going on with celebrities and things of the world. But, I do stick my ear because, every now and then you have to be able to see what's going on and put it into perspective for our people. So one of the things that I was seeing is, and I saw it in the inbox too, was about where did blackface start or where did it come from? So to understand, and basically what's a good precept to the breakdowns to blackface. So I'll answer it shortly for you. If you want the understanding about blackface, what precepts can you use? Any goddamn precept that talks about them mocking you, scorning you, disrespecting you. That's it. Any damn precept you can get to that is the ones that you would need to explain blackface. Because what is blackface? How did it come about? Back in the day when the entertainers were coming, you would have white men that would paint their faces black and do the things that black people were doing. That's how you get something in the genre of pop. That's where that spuns from. Them mocking you. So they would paint their faces black and mock you. And they would do the things and sing black songs and songs that were made by black people. It was their entertainment purposes. It was nothing more than to mock you, to make astonishment of you, to shame you. Why? Because shaming the Israelites is the Esau's pride. To shame you. That's why they made Rocky. Rocky was a movie about a horrible damn boxer that finally beat a black dude, and they shamed and mocked him. This fake fictional character is supposed to be so great because he beat Apollo Creed. Right. Now, when you think about it, Apollo Creed was supposed to be the best boxer there was. He gets killed by the so-called white man. And then Rocky has to go avenge his death. Right. Why? Because in the rest of the world is all effeminized, weak, and going according to the plan. But there's only one thing that's not, and that's the angry black man. You hear me? That's the angry black man. So to beat you makes him feel like what? He's king. Right. That's why you can have a white man or a Edomite or most nations can get his ass Salakia. You can see Esau get his ass severely whipped through a whole fight, and if he gets one punch, they'll talk about that goddamn punch like it won the fight. They will glorify it. That's why Rocky was made. Rocky was the actual character. Was once again a terrible boxer who somehow landed a lucky punch on Ali, and Ali fell down. They don't talk about what happened when Ali got up, because Ali put an ass whooping on him for the rest of mankind. so they glorified that one punch, and off that one punch they created a movie, and off that movie they said, well, hold on, let's continue beating the black man. So we'll make more and more and more movies. And in every movie, you'll see, what does Rocky do? He takes the severe ass whooping and lands a punch and wins the fight.
An amazing ass punch.
Right. so it's fictional character, an idiot. And every goddamn Edomite feels that he is better than you. He can beat you. So what he does, he tries to shame you and humiliate you to make up for the joke that he has in his pants.
Right. Right.
He knows who's king. And if he can paint himself to beat you, in his mind, he becomes king. Right. Blackface. So just like that movie was entertainment for him, what's the entertainment? Embarrassing you. Same thing with blackface. They paint them faces black to taunt you, to tease you, to humiliate you, to embarrass you. Right. So you want to know where it came from? That's where it came from. Entertainment and the efforts to humiliate and embarrass and then shame you. bunch of white entertainers painting their faces black and stealing all the black man's creations.
Right.
All right. So that's it in a nutshell. What precepts can you use? Any precept that talks about mocking and shaming you. All right.
Like when they used to cut the back of the pants out of the slaves.
I don't think they can hear you.
Oh, like the ones when they used to cut the back of the pants out the slaves and make them walk around with their ass out. It was shaming and humiliating them. Even if you look back in the days, they had cartoons with us in it, with black ass faces and big pink ass lips.
Right.
Eating watermelon and fried chicken.
Spitting seeds.
Right.
Right.
So it's nothing new. So when y'all act like it's something new, y'all have to wake up out of the deep sleep that the so-called white man have brainwashed you into.
Right. And then recently I saw this dang show where Monique and Steve Harvey was going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monique was speaking from a point where they should have stood with her when how black should have stood with her when she was boycotting Netflix, I think.
Oh yeah.
And Steve Harvey is speaking from the coon, selfish Negro mind state. That's what happens with the Gucci and all this. What is it? What's all this stuff going on?
Yeah, Gucci got a little clothing line now. Not only the clothing line, but it comes on your belt buckle, your backpacks, and all of that, where they got black faces with the big pink lips on it now. And 50 Cent and T.I. want, they supporting that. We should boycott them. Stop supporting them, period. But you got bald head ass abomination Floyd Mayweather.
Coon Mayweather.
Talking about, I make a lot of money. I can spend it however I please.
Yeah. So you got Coon Mayweather, Coon Harvey.
Right.
And what they do is they speak from a selfish standpoint. I'm worried about just me and mine. I'm good. I'm not worried about my nation. I'm not worried about my people. I'm worried about me. Steve Harvey told it straight. Like, the hell with everybody. I got to worry about me. I can't afford all that. Steve Harvey is a coon to the T. Yeah. And so is Mayweather. Ain't no different.
Right.
Mayweather is a selfish Negro.
Right.
So we must shut those damn companies down.
Right.
They're crossing our line. When you get people like Mayweather, Steve Harvey, them, and they speak against us boycotting and not spending our money with people, they are fighting against you Israelites directly. Right. Because as long as those goddamn companies like Gucci, Versace, all of them, let's not just say get Gucci and then still support the people who funded it all. Right. No, long as they stand, we stay poor.
Right.
We can never come over anything as long as they are rich.
Right.
We must. I live to make every last one of them sons of Salakia. I live to make every last one of them poor.
Right.
That is my fight, to make every last one of them poor. And as long as they are rich, you Israelites will be poor.
Right.
Your fringing business cannot expand if they stand.
Right.
Our job is to make them poor. So when you get people that looks like us, that's supposed to be on our side, and they're fighting to support them, we must cast them out.
Right.
It's like I said a long time ago about interracial dating. I said, if we started mocking every goddamn woman that went and laid with a white man and said, you cannot come back to this community, more black women will stop doing it.
Right.
But you know what happens? We love whores. I'm going to just give it to you straight.
It's true, though, man. It's funny as hell.
If we did that, if we put a mark on them, if black women put a mark on the men, black women put a mark on the men that wouldn't mess with white women, and say, you can't come back to this community. And you know what else? Not only do women do it, but us men say, don't you bring your ass back to this side. People would not do it.
That number would decrease so heavily. They'd be scared to do that shit. Because what happened? When a black woman go and date these Edomite men, so-called white men, and then they finally get racial profile, they start running back to the black community.
Right.
When these so-called black men, Israelite men, when an Israelite man date an Edomite woman, and then he racially get profiled, he run back to the black community.
Right. Soon as you get in trouble, now you want to be with the white people, you want to be with the enemies, but then when you get in trouble, now black people need to rally up and stand behind you.
Right.
No, we should let you go through the stand right there and drown in the water you chose to swim in.
Right.
Like the brother who told me, I can't deal with black women because black women talk too much. They got big mouths. They like to argue. I said, sounds like a weak nigga to me.
Right.
Sounds like a weak one to me.
Weak ass brother.
So you couldn't wait to find you a woman that's a little less argumentative? And like, you know what it is? I'm gonna just give it to you straight. A lot of these weak ass brothers, they like weak women.
They do.
They like weak women. So the black woman is a little too strong for them. Because you got to be able to hold your ground when you got your damn black woman. Yeah, right. You got to be able to hold the reins.
You're right.
So what they do, they run to the other side. But then when trouble happens, you want to slide your ass back in. No, we should be at the gate whooping his ass back the other way.
Because they don't just run to the other side. They sprint. They put on them track shoes and get the hell up out of this damn side. I'm like, damn.
So when it comes to that, just like we should be against the brothers who want to go and mess with Esau, other nations, the same way we should be against women who want to deal with people of the other nations.
Right.
And if we're going to be like that by them, then why not? Let's do the whole thing. If you want to support those businesses at the detriment of your own people, now them shaming your people don't mean a damn thing to you no more.
Right.
We should ban them too.
Right.
We should ban them too. When you get to the point where you don't care about the people shaming your people, it's nothing. It ain't a big deal no more. All that type of stuff. You got money. Well, you and your money should go and be with them.
Right.
Every black boxer that fights under Floyd Mayweather should say, I'm done fighting for you. I quit. I'm fighting. I'll be a freelancer.
Right. Devontae, that's you, dog.
There shouldn't be one damn boxer. That type of stuff. You got money. Well, it shouldn't be one boxer fighting under Floyd Mayweather's gym.
Right.
It shouldn't be one boxer have him as their manager because he doesn't love his people. So he certainly can't love you.
Right. That gotta be the dumbest idiot ever. All your fighters are black, Floyd. Are you dumb as hell?
I'm gonna tell you he dumb as hell. You wanna know why? Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Now I know y'all, you hear me speaking, y'all like, well, he ain't pulled a scripture yet. God damn it, sometimes I don't want to pull a scripture. Sometimes I just want to give you revolutionary speech. You know it's biblical because of the content that's come behind it.
Right.
Let's get it. Let me Ecclesiastes 7:7. It's another one I want in Sirach. I gotta find it though.
Why do you think a lot of brothers had scribes walking around them? Because a lot of their stuff was revolutionary. Don't get it twisted.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart.
Give me Sirach 20 and damn, which one is it? Drop Sirach. I can't remember where it's at. Give me that 7 and 7 again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Right. So oppression gonna make a wise man angry. Anybody asking why we sound so upset? Why we sound like we don't sound like a hate group. We sound like people who are fed up with America's bullshit.
Right.
We sound like people who are tired of seeing our people being oppressed, beat down, belittled, talked about, and then having dumbasses that's amongst us support the bullshit.
Right.
We tired of it. That's how we sound. So if that's the case, are we stupid?
No.
Because the scripture says oppression gonna make a wise man mad.
Right.
So if you're not upset, then you may need to question your intelligence. Read on.
And the gift destroyeth the heart.
And the gift destroyed the heart. Now, how we say Floyd sound dumb. And I say, you absolutely right. He is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because the scriptures tell you a gift destroyed the heart. I mean, it destroyed the mind.
Right.
He don't see the oppression. He don't see the buffoonery that he's involved with. He don't see that they using him. He don't understand that when racism finally hits his front door, they'll say you didn't have a problem with it back then.
Right. Right.
Now that he got money, he don't feel the oppression that we feel. He done beguiled himself to think that he not in captivity no more.
Right.
He done beguiled himself to think he not in captivity no more, forgetting how Conor McGregor was just clowning the fact that he was in trouble about taxes.
Right.
So let me find it. Let me see if I can find it.
What is it that you're looking for?
I know it's in Sirach. I just can't remember. I know it when I see it. I don't remember how it was worded.
Okay, 26 and 28.
No, I want to let's keep moving because I don't want to. You don't have too many blank spaces.
All right.
Salakia, y'all forgive me. I forgot what the hell the scripture at that I wanted. So now when we think revolutionary, you just got to think more of it in an angle of your people first. And I mean, that's one of the things where it's kind of like it's hard to understand because if you don't have the love for yourself, if you don't got love for your people, we know you don't got love. Not saying if you don't love yourself, you ain't gonna love your people. I'm saying like these people, they get money and then they think that the color of the money changes the color of their skin, or they go and pay for the color of their skin to be changed, but then they act as if because they got money, it changes the struggles,
Right.
or it changes the situations that we've been in and that we have to live in.
Right.
Our conditions haven't changed because you worth certain $1 million.
Right.
When in all actuality, it's just a voice or a number that they tell you. But when the bank shut down, we all equal again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I don't mean us with the other nations. I mean just if you look like me and I look like you, you're gonna be treated the same way as I am.
Right.
So next, someone is asking, what is the difference between the way that they worded it kind of messed with me, but I was saying, it's cool. What's the difference between the God that we serve and the God that they serve?
Wow.
I said, okay, Christianity. The difference between the God that we serve and the God that you serve is a big goddamn difference. The God that we serve, we understand that this is the God that we serve. That's the difference. We understand that if we don't do what our God says to do, there's hell to pay behind it. The difference between the God that you serve is he's just a concept. To Christianity, God is nothing but a goddamn concept. A crutch to fall on when you get in trouble.
Right.
A crutch to pull on when you don't want to help somebody. Right, because if you ask a Christian for help, ooh, baby, you just gotta pray. Just gotta pray.
That's all they like doing right there.
I'm gonna tell you to help each other. You gonna tell me just to pray?
Right. You just gotta pray. The God that they serve doesn't make them repent and stop eating pork.
Right.
It's just a concept.
Right.
The God that we serve, we do what he say because we know that he is a terrible God.
Right. The truth, they just worship and Satan. They ain't worshiping no God.
Right. Everybody loves God until you tell them that you know it's a sin for you being a lesbian, right? You're going to die if you don't stop being a lesbian.
Right.
You're going to die if you don't stop eating goddamn pork.
Right.
They don't serve that God. The God they serve is according to their own feelings.
Right.
Meaning, if I want to do this, I can do it because God said it's okay. He sent his son to die so I can do it.
Right. I can sin as much as I want to
with no repercussion. They serve a God where whatever their God is basically them.
Mm-hmm.
They give themselves the okay to do this and do that and do this and do that, and then they'll say their God knows my heart.
Right.
You got damn right he does. You got damn right. He said you was a wicked, wicked ass. What's it? I think that's Jeremiah 17:9. The God they serve knows their heart. That's what they'll tell you. Jeremiah 17:9.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Right. Lord said the heart is desperately wicked and deceitful above. The heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Right? Read on.
I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing.
Now, if you're going to do what you want to do, and God knows your heart, he's telling you, goddamn right, I know it. I know your heart is wicked as hell, and I'm going to reward you according to it, because that's what you live according to. Your God and my God is different because I can't say what I want to do.
Right.
Whatever's said here, I got to do it. Your God allows you to read and see something and say, to hell with that, I don't want to do that. And then you just go and do whatever you want to do. There's a big difference between the God that they serve and the God that we serve.
Yeah, the one we serve come with structure, discipline. That's what he come with. But I just got something to tell all you Christians all you people who serve Christianity and who don't serve the Most High God the right way. When you say, I rebuke the devil, you rebuking your damn self.
Right. Does your God know that you was in there hunched 3 goddamn different men last week?
Right. Right.
Your God know that you was at the club last night and you ran the church out of some dude's bed you didn't even know. And then you out there screaming and singing these so-called gospel songs.
Sirach chapter 21 and verse 27. When the ungodly curseth Satan, he curseth his own soul.
No. It's cold cut.
Oh my God, man. Woo.
It goes right back to what you were saying. Your God, you rebuke the devil all the time, and little do you know, you're rebuking your damn self.
That's crazy, man.
You're condemning yourself. This is Luke 6:46. Somebody give me St. John 14:15 first.
All right. St. John chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So the scripture says straight, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's what our God commands us. Because every goddamn Christian think they love God. You're right, they do. They goddamn do. They love their damn self. They love the hell out of them. So they up in the church, they screaming, they crying, they and all everything sound like the Migos.
I'm telling you.
They love him, but they ain't doing what he say.
Right.
The hell with that part out. But what did God say? Give me Luke 6:46.
Luke chapter 6 and verse 46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord?
Why call him Lord? Why call him God, Father? All these, why all these swelling titles?
Right. And do not the things which I say.
And do not the things which I say. Why call the Most High, Most High? Why call him God? Why call him Lord, Christ, my Savior, all these other things, but then you don't do a goddamn thing he said to do?
All right.
No, you ain't gonna do what he say do. You're gonna do what you want to do, and you're gonna say that God blessed it for you.
Right.
I can eat my pork as long as I say my grace.
Right. That part. Bullshit.
I can continue to be a whore and jump from this man to that man, from this man to that man, as long as I so please. And you know what? As long as I make it to church Sunday, God loves me.
I'm so glad you bringing that point, because they worship they pastor so much, right? This woman came in and she was like, she a whore and she trying to change her life, right? This man told the lady to take her panties off in front of him. She did and said, now I'm gonna give you these new panties they call prayer panties.
Yeah.
And start rubbing that thigh and everything. Comes from dear heavenly Lord.
Yeah, I remember they was talking about it.
Yeah.
Prayer panties.
Yeah.
Prayer panties. He said these panties will stop you from being a whore.
Yeah. I said, I guess you want to help her put them on too, huh?
Mm-hmm. He did.
You see, rubbing the leg and stuff. Damn, that helped.
Remember they had the I don't know if y'all remember on the post, they had the thing where they posted this pastor a couple of years ago. He had all these women, took them to the beach, had them all bend over on like doggy style, and went down and kissed all their butts. And that's supposed to be the holy kiss.
Stop playing,
right? Yes, it was a post a while back. Some of the people who watch this thing, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about because I shared it off somebody's page. It was a couple of years ago where this pastor had all these women on their knees, doggy style, at the beach, and he going down the line on his knees, kissing all their butts. And I said, now where all these women ain't single? Where in the hell is your husband at while he crawling on his knees, kissing between your legs?
Well, man.
Woo.
Did. All of them fucked up.
That's crazy.
Then my wife would have got her ass bumped up.
I said, yeah. So the difference between the God that we serve is just that. The fact that we serve our God. We do what he says to do, and you don't do a goddamn thing yours say do. You able to do it. Your God has no order, no structure, no discipline, no rules, no codified moral ethic and laws. It's just do whatever the hell you want to do. And at the end of the day, you say, God, I love you. And he say, I love you too. You know what? Here's another goddamn thing. Your God tell you shit that my God ain't never told me.
Right.
like this damn woman told me, I prayed, and my God told me I could do such and such. So I said, now you done made your God have a conversation with you.
Right. They always talking about, my God speak to me. What the hell is he saying?
How you gonna tell me God ain't speak to me?
I'm like, what he said then? So I'm pretty sure that's the devil in your ear, but go ahead and tell me what he said.
I don't got to listen to no man. I can do whatever I need. I am independent, and my God said so.
I'm like, your God is a man, so you listen to him not. So why would he tell you not to listen to him?
Yeah, it's game over.
Oh, get out my face. so I don't get it twisted, man. Your God is, I'm gonna just tell you straight, your God is bullshit. It's not real.
Other thing, your God is everybody God. Our God is just our God.
Right. That's one of the biggest goddamn differences. Our God don't love everybody.
Right.
Your God hates the sin, but not the sinner.
Right.
I'm gonna show you what my God hates. Let's see if he say the same goddamn statement. Get Sirach 12. I want to see if God gonna say the same goddamn thing you said your God told you. Sirach chapter 12, and it is verse 6.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
Hold on. Goddamn, we ain't even make it through the first damn line. I told us how he feel.
For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Right. Now, sister posted one. Let's get Deuteronomy 4 and 2. Chapter 4, verse 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, and ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God which I command you.
Right. So we ain't
you may
that ye may keep.
I know that was it. He said that ye may. I mean, ain't no options.
Yeah, ain't no options. Our God don't give us options if we want to keep. He say, and another thing, stop adding shit. Right. I'm saying our God ain't came and told you could do something that it's okay for you to do this tonight.
Right.
What must I do? You may keep these damn commandments.
We know that our God is a terrible God. We know that if we don't keep the commandments, our God's gonna tear our ass up. Mm-hmm. Your God is just gonna allow you to keep making excuses for why you keep doing it.
They got a Joel Austin kind of guy.
Yeah, your God is white.
He coming in.
So your God is colorblind.
Right.
My God, he dealt with people that said, I am black.
Right.
It's a big difference. Right. And our God, plain and simple, doesn't give you license to sin, as the sister quoted.
Right.
So, Sirach 2 and 15. Your God has no reason to be feared, in other words.
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
See, your God isn't fearful. It's nothing to fear in him. That's why you can just disobey every goddamn thing he say. You just do what the hell you want to do. You make your rules up as you go. God damn it. You're playing with somebody who basically has the keys to make all the rules. Your God allows you to just walk with keys and just, you know what? I want to sin here. Let me drop a little sin here. I'm going to go drop a little bit of sin there. And I'm going to go home with him. And then next week, I'm going to try him out. And then your goddamn God, he condones you being a whore.
Right.
You have no fear. The scripture says, once again from the top,
they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. We have a reason to do what we do. Every last one of us could think of somewhere else where it would probably be a lot more funner to be today. But you know what we hear? Why? Because the Most High said you better keep that goddamn Sabbath out. So guess what? Just like somebody's out there right now eating barbecue ribs, barbecue chicken, sitting in Golden Corral, wherever they sitting somewhere, and goddamn it sound good, don't it? Mm-hmm. He's sitting somewhere where it's a hot goddamn food getting cooked. Somebody is out there shaking their ass right now. Somebody is out there having a good goddamn time, right? But you know what? You know what we doing? We saying we keeping these Sabbaths. You know what we doing? We saying no, we can't smoke weed no more. God damn it, we used to love the taste of it. You know what? I can't lay in somebody's bed right now because that ain't my goddamn wife out. You know what we also do? We see that woman say, "Oh Lord, have mercy. Please forgive me. I had the wrong thoughts because I wanted to touch that sister. I wanted to put hands on that present, but I don't think I want to deal with her headaches." So you know what we do? We walk away. Your God say, "Go ahead and tap it, brother. There ain't no problem," and leave in the morning. Mm. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his words. Come on.
And they that love him will keep his ways.
And they that love him will keep his ways. So your God don't require you to do a goddamn thing. So I don't really understand, because anybody else, to be in a relationship and everything, I just want to know, y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. The woman you with / the man that you with can tell you they love you all day long, right? Right. Do you actually believe it if they just say it? No, they got to be doing certain things to prove that they love you. Right. So you need that person to do something to show you that they actually love you as they say they do. Why in the hell does they God have nothing that they have to do to show that they love him? Right. It just don't make goddamn sense to me. I just never could put my hand on that part. I never could really put my hand on that part. So all in all, the difference between our God and your God is every goddamn thing. So now, with that being said, let's go back to interracial dating. Let's go back to the hatred of blacks upon blacks. The hatred of blacks upon blacks. Now, we got to do something about the everlasting hate that our people seem to have amongst each other, right? Because goddamn it, we can't even be poor together. Right. It's bad enough the people that's supposed to, who got the money and the resources to make differences in our community, don't give a damn about us. As you can see, they rather be Coon Harveys and Coon Mayweathers.
Rather be making building strip clubs and shit.
Right. They rather do that than to help restructure and organize the black community. Right. So what happens is you got them already in that position, but now you got people that's in the same ghetto together, and they can't realize that goddamn it, y'all in the same damn struggle. Right. But you know, when you look at it, it all spawns from the people that are in the position to help. Because they put on a persona that if you ain't got this and you ain't got that, then you ain't nobody. So in times, what happens? The people who look up to these people, they try to go all out to get this and get that. And that even means if they have to step on each other's toes. Right. Why? Because the people who could help you out showed that to hell with helping you out. It's all about me getting me. Right. Me taking care of mine. So now the person who ain't got the resources, what you think they tell them? Well, to get like that, I need to say hell with everybody and get me. Right. So they make a trickle-down effect into our community. The people like that I'm telling you, bro, they are keeping us poor.
Poisonous, man.
Right, and they poison. They need to be cast out. We gotta snatch the yokes from among them.
The thing is, we support them so much and don't realize how much of support we give to them. If you stop supporting their ass, guess what's gonna happen? Everything will come crashing down upon their head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man?
So we got to get everybody that want to be attached to the enemies and support them, and we got to cast them out.
Right.
Hell, I think I told somebody this a long time ago. I don't remember how I said it. I'm gonna try to remember. But I told them, I said, the only thing worse than your goddamn enemy is the person. Is right. There's nothing worse than a racist cop than a black coon cop.
Right.
The only thing that could beat a racist white cop is a black coon cop. Why? Because he gonna go the extra mile to impress the white cop.
Right.
And the same thing with everything else. Only thing worse than the system is the black man who wants to please the people who created the system.
Right.
Meaning, we can see our enemy; he stands out. But then you got one who looks like us, who probably came up like us,
Right.
got a couple of dollars, and all of a sudden he don't see our struggle. He's never experienced racism anymore.
Right.
Right. That shit messed me up, man. That's why I stopped playing. Man.
Boosie said dumb shit so good though.
Trick Daddy recently said something stupid too. And all the music he done, all the stuff he done said, he got the nerve to say that if you from Miami and you grew up between this time period and that time period, you have never experienced racism. Now, when did racism ever stop?
It's still here today.
So, much as I used to support, man, he kissed my ass.
You gotta clap it up for these damn idiots.
Give him the donkey today. Give him the clap. Give him the donkey of the day claps. Goddamn idiot.
Damn idiot.
I just can't. The famine, the idiocracy of what's going down in our nation right now is a goddamn shame. The hatred that we have amongst each other. And you know what? That type of hatred, you go so hard to please the white man, then you know what? You'll actually say, I need a white woman to be validated.
They get any white woman.
You want to try to fit in. And the thing is, you get they trash.
Right. I was just gonna say it. That damn white man, he come over here. Oh, he take a sister with her dumb ass.
Finest.
He take her dumb ass, and she runs off with him. Meanwhile, you go over there and get you a goddamn water buffalo.
I'm telling you. Like, oh, that shit nasty.
Got 5 legs, 8 throats,
and 3 teeth.
Look, 3 teeth.
Cigarette smoking.
You got rows on top of rows. She got 4 armpits.
She woke. It sounded like a jug of quarters.
And you know what? We should ban this weak ass.
Right.
Like, I've never understood that about certain celebrities. They were with black women all through school.
Right.
But all of a sudden they get money and now they can't have a black woman.
Right.
Because they think that you need, in order to have money and keep money, you need a white person to be with you.
Right.
So she was good enough to go through the struggle with, but she ain't good enough to enjoy the good times with.
Right. Shit, because that's how their mind set up. She's only made for the struggle.
Right. She only good for the struggle. Why? Because you can't take no goddamn white woman through the struggle. She'll die on you.
Damn right.
She'll die.
She'll try to get traded locked up.
Right.
Like that. When trouble go down, she gonna do what she need to do.
Right.
To save her own ass.
Remember that documentary you showed me of the brother? And I guess Edomite woman supposed to be his best friend. She even sold a couple of drugs for him. Everything went down. They told her she can walk free if she just tell on him.
Yep.
She told on him, his mama. She told on everybody. But that was supposed to be his best friend.
Yeah, Rayford Edmond.
Yeah, Rayford Edmond. That was crazy, man.
So I'm glad the way that you said that, Solomon, because that made me think to a whole nother level. When you said that's his mindset, that she's the black woman is only good for the struggle, built for struggling.
Right.
That's a whole nother level there. That's a whole nother level. Because from the day that we've hit the shore, we've struggled, and we fighting, and we struggled, and we've been mistreated. So now, when you finally get you a crumb of the pie, she don't supposed to come along with you. No, she got to stay there and continue to struggle. But yet, I'm gonna go get somebody who's already eating the pie.
Right.
Why don't you let her hefty trash bag filling ass stay where she at and take that sister who struggled with you?
Right.
They love them crackers the whole time though.
Right. That's what I heard.
That's what it is. But even in some of the movies, we feel they be like, I can't wait. Some of the slave movies, you have them brothers that be out there, can't like it's a blessing to sleep with a white woman.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, shoot, what was that movie? Life. What the movie Life?
Mm-hmm.
How they were all looking at the white.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
I forgot the dude's name though.
Can you get right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He done got the girl pregnant.
Mm.
Get that smiling and stuff. I'm like, what's wrong? We can't get right.
That was ugly.
Right.
Let me say it again.
And you said something else. If you watch any commercial, if you watch any movie now, they put a fat white woman in there and make her what? Look like she's so good looking. The bit ugly. She looked like she ate way too many cheeseburgers. When she sweat, it smelled like grease. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So the sister say, I don't understand how our people get with other races that want to be just like us. Why get a copycat instead of the real deal?
That's real.
Right. So, oh God, I almost took this to another level on that. It's kind of like I think it's almost a psychological destruction era up there, because think about it. You're going to get the white woman who wants to be just like you. Now, let's just throw this back in the black community for a second, right? Like the black homosexual male, he goes to get this man who wants to act and try to be like a woman.
Right.
Then the woman goes and gets this woman who wants to try to act and be like a man. Why not get the real deal?
Right.
Instead, you trade a man with a real rod for a woman with a stick on a string. And then you would trade the real woman. I don't even want to.
No, it's crazy that you even mentioned that, because even if you know the homosexual community, I don't know the motherfuckers, but I had one that worked in the kitchen at the convention center. This motherfucker said, I don't like white man, I like black man. Big black. I said, man, I don't know who the fuck you look. I'm telling you. I'm like, bro, I don't know who you looking at. I'm gonna tell you, I will beat your ass in here, man. So they moved me to another kitchen. But it shows you that even in their mind, even if they're gay, they got that same mentality.
Right.
They want to be your ass so bad, but they want you. It's like they fantasize. They lust. That's that slave plantation shit.
Right. And that's why so now that we did the comparison like of the real deal versus fake deal, then you go back to what in the hell in your mind makes you chase after that particular woman but neglect your woman.
Right.
If your woman went through the struggle with you, this black woman can survive the struggle with you, and obviously she can, because why? They still goddamn here today after the slavery and everything else.
Right.
If they're able to survive that with you, she was built to go through the struggle. Understand this. The scriptures say you carry holy seed.
Right.
I mean, you are holy, you holy, you honorable, you all the above. The Most High said you hold a holy seed. Now, how special is that? How special does that goddamn black woman have to be for the Most High to say she's the only one worthy enough to carry the seed?
That's special. That's special as hell.
You got a holy seed so special that the Most High said you can't plant this anywhere. As a fact, you can only plant it one place. Where is that? In this particular woman.
Right.
But yet that's why when they be getting these kids, they be sick, weak. You put them in an area with straight black kids that get ass whoopings, all type of stuff.
All the time.
Because you trade your people, and guess what? We have to stop. If you got a friend that's with a white woman, he shouldn't be your friend.
Right. I'm gonna tell you something that I just realized. I don't mean to get off topic, but I mean it's almost in the same area. Y'all have to stop making these heathens your friends.
Hold on real quick before you get there. Like this is it. They marry a white woman that acts black but hates the black woman.
Right.
How psychological? I'm telling you, it's that's the dumbest. All right, ain't gonna.
The girl, I ain't even gonna say the name. The girl that said us.
Oh yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like she can feel the struggle and everything.
Yeah.
That's why that line is so hard in the diss song.
Right.
Acting like you feel the pain, boy. You need your anoskin. You ain't an Israelite, boy. Just another imposter. What you were saying, huh?
Y'all have to stop making these heathens your friends. So I'm walking through SeaWorld, right? And the heathen was walking with a sister, right? And I guess the sister was talking about the struggle that we go through of being she lost, so she said of an African American.
Right.
He seen another black dude that shook his hand and said, "See, don't talk to me about that struggle stuff. My friend's African American." I looked and said, "Well, damn, that's how they feel." If they have a so-called black friend and you start talking about the struggle, the first thing they're gonna say is, "I got an African American friend. Don't talk to me about nothing like that."
Yeah, and the worst part is when you date these people or you so-called friends with them, they only do it for a status.
Right.
They only do it for a status. Notice what did that white girl at Cheddar say? She said after she's talked about how her boyfriend is black and all this other stuff, then she said, "Yeah, so I'm in."
So I'm in.
Yeah, so I'm in. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Like she was saying as in because she done had a child with a black dude,
right,
and she date black dudes,
right,
that she black too. She in. She accepted. She understand the struggle.
And she was happy to let us know that our man was black. Just like my first one was black, and now the one that I'm with, he's black. And hold on, bitch, you ain't black. It can't change nothing.
It's that people who act like racism doesn't exist. I don't understand because I know, and I'm so in, and I'm down with it. Like they was disrespecting him, and I had to come out there, and I was like, "You were able to come out there.
Right. You was able to come out.
Yeah,
that would have been the sister. She would have got gunned down the same.
What out of that?
So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And the ones that act like they're the coolest is the worst ones.
Right. I told you. I'm gonna make a response to my man Angel Ramirez, but he said it one time. He said, "Beware of these so-called white women who say I only date black men. Beware of these so-called white men who say I only date black women." He said, "Beware of them. They are a danger."
Right.
Y'all ain't catching.
And you know what happens? Your ass on the news next.
Right.
Man, we out of here. We're gonna get up out of here so I can get these sandwiches popping. and we'll catch y'all at 6 o'clock. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.